Fengyi. I am the director of the short film Past in Situ, Buxiaodema. Well, this short film is actually about a young man who is, in a town which is being demolished and who got himself trapped in the situation, in the current situation of the town, and also trapped in the stagnant state. Yeah, it's basically about this young man.
For me, one of the most interesting things about your film is the relationship between the space, the city, and the situation of the protagonist. So I was wondering if you could tell a little bit about that.
Well, first of all, about the space, because I am actually living in this town. I come from this little town, so I have very, strong emotion about this town. And when I was getting older, I feel like this town was collapsing. A very important part of this town is collapsing, is disappearing, because it's in face of governmental demolition. It's gonna, in the near future, it's gonna be like any other similar town. It has its own characteristics. So about the scenes that I have shown in this short film, I have picked for this short film, is because I want to capture through images. I want to capture these scenes and space through images, because you never know when they were going to disappear. Yeah, they were going to be torn down. So I wanted to keep these surroundings, keep these environments inside this film as, you say, a historical material for the future, or just a memory of myself. And also, as for the relation between the people and the space, is also because only the protagonist is the actor, is the professional actor I hired, and all the other characters are actual real people in this town. They have no any other performing experiences, so you feel like they belong to this town. You feel like they're kind of co-living with this space. And also, as for the relation with the protagonist, between the protagonist and the space, is that I want to how to say, make him as the subject of being passed by. He has been the man, he has been the character who has passed by other people in other, let's say, landscapes, but in my thought, he would be the subject of being passed by these people and these landscape backgrounds. Thank you. I'm not sure if I explained it well. Sorry.
Yeah, it was beautifully explained. Yeah. I was wondering also, because it's a film where you have like long shots, really beautifully framed. And I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about how do you work, like the framing of each scene, and at the same time, the editing part of it, because I think that there's a really important rhythm of the film.
Yeah, it's on the bridge. It's the bridge scene, because in the first car, we just used the whole bridge scene, but then I thought it was too long. So we kind of used the gesture, used the performance of the actor to actually reflect his inner self through different states of the plot. And about the frame, I'm also the cinematographer of this film, because my crew only have 5 people. So, and because the first reason is that we are in a hurry. We were very in a much hurry to shoot this film. We have only 2 days to make this film happen, and we don't have beforehand storyboard. It's just inside, and then I improvise. I just get my own feelings and try to. It's kind of an after the film was edited, and one of my friends told me the film was like a drama stage, like a drama stage, and people walk in and then people walk out there. So yeah, it's the same kind of feeling that I felt, but when I was on site actually filming it, I was just only think about the aesthetics that I want to capture. And so being the cinematographer, also being the art director, I want to use every possible props on the side to make that feeling happen, to make the story happen, to make it look like real. And also about the editing, my editor helped me a lot, because he also advised me to actually cut the bridge scene into 2 or 3 parts, so it will not be too long for the audience to get tired. And also, it's a good way that you can use the bridge scene to to kind of build the structure of the short film. Yeah, to deliver the emotional change inside the character. Yeah, thank you.
Totally. So now I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about your film school, because as you know, I mean, the Nest, it's a meeting of different film students.
Before I actually came to HKBU, Academy of Film, Hong Kong Baptist University, I was, having kind of an idol. He was, it's Patrick Tan. He was the pioneer of Hong Kong New Wave cinema, and he was actually teaching at my current film school. So like, he was the reason why I applied for that school. I want to, learn from him. I want to be in his classes. And after I went into the university, the academy, I unfortunately I cannot have his classes because he was in another program. But I emailed him and also asked him if I could sit in his classes, and he said yes, of course you can sit in. And I think that's where the most important experience of film school life thing is, that you can interact with these people. You can interact with these people with a lot of experience. And also, apart from the teacher, and he's one of the influential lecturer for me, apart from the lecturer, also for the my classmates, because kind of my school is kind of inclined to commercial filmmaking, but you could also find several, not a lot, just several students who are very interested in art house film, who are very interested in Zhang-i, and who are not only like the Marvel fans, but they are into the film art house film world. They are into Zhang-i, they are into Fellini. And so that's where I found most interesting, that you get to know these people, and you can have your views, exchanging views on different cinema. So, and also our school offers a very, how to say, tight course of practicing. Our school believes that you have to, if you want to make a film in the future, you have to keep practicing, not only on theory, but also on hand, practicing on hand, keep filming, keep making shorts, it's just like that. And yeah, and also, by the way, Patrick Tan is, I think he was the teacher of Wong Kar-wai in the 1980s, because he has influenced Wong Kar-wai. And Patrick is called the Hong Kong Godard. Yeah. And after I made this film, I also sent the film to him and asked him to give me some advice. And he really gave me some really useful advice. And yeah, I thank him a lot. And I also thank my film school for supporting students to make their films and express their points. Yeah.
That's great. And my final question is, what does cinema mean for you?
As for you can see the background, it's Ingrid Bergman's Personality, one of my best films. I have this bookshelf of different art house, collections of masters of cinema. And, I've watched a lot of, and I think that question belongs to everyone, these masters of cinema. They have their own answers. But now for me, I'm just starting up. And also cinema for me is like a box. It's like a unique box that belongs to yourself. You can put a lot of things into this box. And you can keep it as a memory box. So it's like a box for me. I'm not sure if it's the proper answer, but right now it's a box for me. It's a box that I put a lot of my personal feelings into this box, and also my perspective towards this world. Because personally, I do not like share my points on some social media, like Chinese version of Twitter or Facebook. I kind of want to share my feeling through images. I also took a lot of pictures every day. Took some, maybe some people they do not understand what the picture is showing. But I think that image also, motion pictures, just like short films, is also a box for me that I pull a lot of feelings, my personal feelings, my perspective towards this world and into. Yeah, thank you.